Welcome, friends. I'm in a new spot today. Can you guess where I am? I'm in like a temple of whiskey. I think this belongs to my friend Daniel. And I've got something.
Wait, I gotta do the thing. Ready? Hey, Glen. Hey, friends. That's my best Jules impersonation. Is that close?
That was really good.
Okay.
That was really good. Did
Good.
you just come home from work and
Yeah.
you're ready to taste some whiskey?
Yeah.
So it's not whiskey.
Oh,
So what's in this bottle?
that's it.
What's
Okay.
in this bottle is not whiskey. It is a brown barrel-aged spirit.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's the slow motion pull. Ah! And there's the sound.
Ooh.
That sound means we were both just now cursing.
Okay. Now, I haven't tried this yet.
Look, anything from a brown bag, you know is gonna be good.
I have not tried this. I don't know what it's like. I've done a deep nerd dive.
Baby, you don't know what it's like. Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers.
Welcome to the vault, by the way.
We're in Austin, Texas, if you need
Yeah.
to know. We are in Austin,
No,
Texas.
we picked up the whole vault.
And
We
brought
headed
it-
north to Toronto. It's on the flatbed truck. Whoa, hey, that's funky. This smells like a gin. Like it's like got a lot of botanicals, but then the vanillins are strong, I think because of the barrel impact on
Yep.
it.
So 3 years in both used American oak
Okay.
and new lightly charred oak.
Okay. There's a lot of vanillins in here, but there's also a lot of like cucumbery and citrusy kind of
Okay.
things going on.
Much better nose than mine. If you've watched my cocktails, you know
Yeah.
that I just sort of say, yeah, I like it
Yeah,
or I
like
don't.
it. No, that's the right way to do it, actually. Mine's more boring. What are you smelling?
I'm getting mostly barrel on the beginning of the nose.
and a little
and
dry.
then a little, and then I can also tell you that it was aged by the sea,
Oh, okay. Huh.
right on it's on the Gulf of St Lawrence, so it's brackish,
Okay.
right there.
There's it's round, for lack of a better. It's not spiky or spicy, or it's just like rounded sweet.
Any guesses?
Oh, I have no idea. Gin was my first instinct.
Okay,
But I wouldn't know outside of that. Let me take a sip. Is that okay?
go. Let's.
Oh no. I don't think that is gin. Or at least on the palate, there's nothing left of any of the weird botanicals that I thought might be on there.
No.
So no, not gin, but I have no idea. But it's a spirit.
It's a spirit.
And this is from Canada.
From Canada.
Is it the spirit of Canada?
It is the spirit of Canada. It's the Québécois spirit of Canada.
Oh, this is aquavit?
Acerum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so similar category though, right?
yeah.
Doesn't that make caraway the primary?
No.
Is it like aquavit where caraway is the primary?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What is I don't know anything about it then.
Okay.
This is really fun.
So, this is from Saint Laurent.
Oh, that's a beautiful bottle. Okay.
Um,
Maple okay. Yeah, and I can't read that at all because it's all French. So, distilled maple syrup?
so, about 10 years ago, a group of small distilleries in Quebec got together and said, we're going to build a new category.
Okay.
You can only use maple, water, and yeast.
That's it? No way.
That's it.
All that nose is coming from only the. So that's a lot of yeast action.
And so you can either barrel age it. So there's barrel aged or there's straight off the still.
Okay.
There's two available, but only maple, sap, or syrup, yeast, and then water to cut it down.
No,
at
I'm
the end.
still not finding that. Like the nose to me has got to be everything the yeast brought to the table, because there's a lot. Now the sip, I buy it. The sip, I'm like, yeah, that's sweet candied,
And so this in particular, I don't know if
but not flavored.
I tap trees in my backyard for maple syrup.
course you do.
So there's.
I ride a horse to work every day.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, do you wear a hat?
Yeah, okay. Of course I do. I'm not a savage.
So there's early sap, which has high sugar, low mineral content.
Okay.
Gives you a very light maple syrup.
Okay.
There's late maple syrup, low sugar, high mineral content. You have to boil it longer to make it syrup, so you get a very dark, robust, like big, beefy.
Is that where you get the variant gradings of maple?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But as soon as the tree bursts, the syrup turns bitter. The sap turns bitter.
Okay.
But they're still collecting sap. They boil that down into syrup, but you can't put it on your pancake because you can't eat it.
Right.
That syrup goes into industrial flavorings.
Ah, okay. So that's what they're using for this?
Yeah.
Because it's like the last, it's the leavings.
It's the leavings,
Okay.
and they also found that bitter note added something to the
It
whole.
definitely does, because this doesn't taste flavored or overly candied. It's got a complexity that if you had told me this is distilled maple, I would never in a million years. I still don't believe you.
Well, there you go. So it's a whole other category.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you said eau de vie, which it is.
Yeah.
It could also be a rum
Yeah.
because it's just sugar.
It really could. And I said aquavit. You're giving me more credit than I deserve, because the eau de vie would have been more accurate of what it smells like.
Yeah.
It definitely smells more like an eau de vie. My instinct was aquavit, but like aquavit's so caraway forward, which is like, that's that Nordic spirit, right?
Yep,
With caraway
yep,
seeds instead
yep.
of juniper. But no, eau de vie is actually the closest description of what we're smelling.
Okay. I'm thinking that would make a great old fashioned. Like
Oh,
anywhere you would use whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It would be really thin as soon as it hit water, but you wouldn't need to add the citrus notes.
Yeah.
So you could do just rock and bitters, and it would probably be like almost a pre-mixed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's sweet enough. This is really fun. Thank you.
So they're really hoping to broaden this category. They're still in the playing stage.
Okay.
They're still trying to figure out what it is they're trying to achieve. They're playing with barrels. They're playing with
Right.
aging. They're playing with. Okay. So.
I don't know. Final judgment.
Yep.
Don't dislike it. Wouldn't crave it.
Yep.
Would rather see it in a cocktail.
Yes.
Is that fair?
I'm on board with all of
Okay.
that. I don't think this is something that I would drink neat. at all.
No, but I don't find any flaws in it. And by flaws, I mean, because I don't know anything about the production of this, what I would be looking for in flaws is very obvious bad fermentations, not in there, or very obvious weird cuts that left too much of the phenolic,
Yep.
fainty notes. And I don't get either of those. So I would say like solid production
And
on top of those things that
there's no sweetness either.
I know. That's why I would never in a million years have guessed maple as the product. You know what this? But that's rum agricole almost is. Anyway.
Yeah. No.
This is
yeah,
fun.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely. Because the rum agricole is from fresh pressed juice.
Right.
English rum is from the molasses, the tailings.
Right.
And so they're starting out with sap,
Right.
and it is very much.
Oh, and you could argue that is even more the leavings like the English style, because the good stuff we didn't go to the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's kind of
very
a weird
unique.
kind of a weird category, and I'm interested to see over the next 10 or 15 years how they gain traction with it, because it's in Canada, it's only available in
Right.
Quebec.
Right.
But if you are in Europe, you're in France, Germany, Belgium, you can buy this because they export to Europe.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Look at their little.
Yeah.
That's a little. Anyway, you win the award for first 100% unique thing I've ever tried. Maybe ever,
Really?
let alone on camera.
There you go. So Acerum, you're going to see this in a bunch of cocktails coming up. Jules and I are going to try this out in cocktails. We're going to figure out how it interplays with other flavors.
Can
and
I
how it works.
pull like 100 mil off of that?
You can have that bottle.
Are you sure?
You can have
okay,
that
because
bottle.
when you start making the cocktails, I want to follow along with your cocktails. Okay.
It's all
Thank
yours. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for having me down here.
Cheers.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you again soon.
What? So okay, is there enough bandwidth to ask a question?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay. What the heck got you into making cocktails and food on YouTube?
Okay. So I spent my career making television commercials.
Right.
My first job in film production, television film production, was working for a studio in Toronto called Magic.
Okay.
And Derek Case was the director of photography, and all he did were the hand insert shots of food.
Okay.
So if you saw an Arby's commercial, the roast beef laying down on the bun,
Right.
that's all he did. And
Okay.
someone else shot the people in the restaurant.
Okay.
And so I worked there, and it was all about food, and I really found an affinity for filming food. 2006, clients started talking about this internet thing, YouTube.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
We were working with 35 millimeter film cameras, 100-person crew. You couldn't transfer that model to something that would work on YouTube or the internet
Right.
because the money just didn't make sense.
No, it did not. Still doesn't.
No, it still
Not as a primary.
no.
Yeah.
And so I went out and bought a couple of digital cameras because digital cameras were just coming on the scene that you could actually make something decent with.
Oh yeah.
And I went to the clients and said, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out. And so I started a little production company that just did food content for other people for their websites.
Okay.
Started putting it on YouTube, and then I had my own YouTube channel to kind of work out what worked.
Yeah.
And then I realized I don't need clients.
No, just do some cool
I
stuff.
just do my own thing.
That's so fun.
And so very early on, wine and spirits and all of those things were part of it. And so we did a lot, in the first couple of years, we did a lot of traveling, going to distilleries and
yeah.
interviewing people and finding out what they had in the bottle. And
I love your cocktail recipes, like the ones that you did. There was the Burns 1931, and like you do a lot of those. Old book,
Yep.
old historical. So I have another question about the food thing, though. From the making a meal
yeah,
versus making a meal while shooting making a meal, how much longer? If making a meal takes X, how many times more?
1.5.
That's all.
Yeah, and
Is it all set up?
because it's all set up. It's a studio. I've got a studio set up.
Okay.
The camera's on.
Is that your real kitchen?
No.
Oh. Well, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, that's the kitchen in my backyard. I've got a building in the backyard. I go to work.
Do you ever show anybody that? Does anyone realize?
Once. There's one video. There's one video where I show that. Yeah.
I kept thinking like, you have a nice kitchen, and it's always so clean. And I wonder if you have to take that YouTube plaque down and put it back in between like family and guests being around. Like,
No, that's in the backyard.
of course it is.
And so sometimes I overcook stuff because I'm fussing with the camera.
Oh God.
Right,
okay.
and so it kind of like the food
But
sometimes
but
suffers.
airing it out is a lot easier because
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
And Jules doesn't have to wait around for you to finish shooting to like make herself a sandwich.
No, or make the tea after dinner or any of that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.